What nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be from Mato Seihei No Slave chapter 81. So before I get into this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and I'm just on a non-stop high-speed struggle train heading into chaos, and getting faster by the second. Seriously, we're talking panic attack, migraine induced, and high the speed levels of struggle up in y'all. Seriously, I'm struggling to keep a roof over my head. It is that bad. But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking, feel free to hit up my Cash App and PayPal. Those links are in the description box below. So, last chapter. So last chapter we saw Yuki's new form, which was fucking lit. Oh my god. I was living. We had the slave edge sword, which you had Yuki going through Kasetsu, and he got the girls out of there, out of her body. So remember the theory that Kasetsu didn't fully absorb them? Yeah, that was right. So I'm guessing if Kasetsu fully absorbed them, then it wouldn't be possible to save them. Gotta wonder, though, what the time limit is, though. Like, how long does it take for her to absorb these girls? Good question, right? Many questions. But it'll be interesting to see how long it takes for the other gods of thunder to absorb their prey in comparison to Kasetsu, because remember, the other gods of thunder are a lot stronger than Kasetsu as well. But goddamn, I'm excited. Let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. And this chapter is titled Kasetsu. And there's the girls. They're saved. They're all alive. Yay! Including Mira. She's alive too. If you resist or try to become permeable, I'll cut you down. Yeah, bitch. Ooh. Is this her original form? Whoa, what? Watch out. You trying to absorb me makes this... Woo! Your time to submit. Yeah! Let me read this again. I'm sorry. You trying to absorb me makes this easy to... Oh my god, the fucking I screwed this up. Sorry. You trying to absorb me makes this your time to submit. Yes. Yes, Kasetsu, you decided to play. You decided to try her. And guess what? You got fucked. And I love it. And also, look at my girl Kyoka. This panel of her... Alright, I'm sorry, is it a full page? Yes. Look at the... Or wait a minute. Hold on. No, I'm sorry. The top part of this page. This is on page 5. Look at her. Look at her ass. Look, well, her ass could look better. But her tits are looking great. Hair's blowing beautifully in the wind. Could use a little bit more line work to give it better flow. But for the most part, it's not giving me hair helmet realness, which is nice. The background looks good. Look at her eyes. Yeah, well, obviously. Eye is great. Ears look good. She looks fantastic. She don't look stiff as fuck either. And the blood, yes. Bye, Kasetsu. Your use of Skyward was splendid. Thank you. Yes, it was. It was bomb. Oh, yeah. What should we do with Oni-chan and the others? Leave that to me. Don't move. If you do, I'll strike. Bitch, come on. They escaped underground. Tenka-san, thank you. I see what Tenka was doing. Tenka was making sure that, you know, they kept their cover. But that way they wouldn't be seen as traitors. See what you did, Tenka. Looks like you took the god down. Oops, I screwed this up. Sorry. Looks like you took the god down. There we go. Please give everyone treatment and make a report of the god's defeat. And I'll look around the perimeter for safety's sake. Understood, I'll make the report. Leave the healing to me. I've got more energy than I could possibly use. Damn straight, she absorbed tons of Kisetsu's energy. God. She could probably heal the whole city. Oh yeah, with Toboro-san around, everyone can be quickly healed. Dude, Toboro is like the ultimate white mage. She is. Who needs a Pokemart when you have her? Or who needs a store when you have, or one of those stores up in any JRPG game when you have her? Crap! As soon as I relaxed, my God, just this feeling. Well, yeah, Yuki, you use too much power. What the fuck do you expect? I think this is the first time that Yuki used this much power. Of course this is gonna happen, you dumbass. Yep. Hello. What? Kisetsu? What are you doing here, woman? Kisetsu? Don't fret. This isn't reality. It's the world within you. Something like a spiritual space. Okay, would you guys want a wifey like this invading your spiritual space? Would you want to do it with a goddess like this in your spiritual space? I don't think you would feel anything. That would just be the equivalent of a wet dream. And that's the case. That's just like a huge tease. That would suck. Nah, that's not fair. Nah, don't tease. No teasing. If you're gonna give me power, though, and use, like, titty magic, that's a whole different story. Ooh, okay. The world within me. Alright, here we go. I've appeared here now that I've lost my body because this is the place where my power still remains. Wait, what? Powers? I just said something about her power, too. I was joking, though. Power? I made you drink so much drops of a god, remember? That's right! Now, okay, now I gotta wonder what would have happened if she fucked him. You know what this makes me think of? Remember in Yu-Gi-Oh! When, whether it would be Yami Bakura putting a little bit of his soul up in the Millennium Puzzle, or hell, even look at what happened with Merrick when he put a little bit of his soul up in oh my god, up in Taya or Anzu, depending on version, that he was able to still take possession. Couldn't take possession of Junichi or Joey, depending on version. He couldn't do that because Junichi used his Brooklyn Rage to get rid of Merrick. But that's what this is making me think of. It honestly is. I'm very curious if anyone else is getting that kind of feeling. But if she would have had sex with him, she would have probably been able to have like a full body possession. I don't think she'll be able to have a full body possession here. Nah. The reason why I say she could probably have a full body possession if she would have fucked him is because things spread out a lot faster when you fuck. You see, a god, their existence can be easily erased. Wait a minute. Hold on. A god, their existence can be easily erased. Wait a minute. If people stop believing in said god, and I'm talking about in terms of, from what I've seen in, like, Fae mythology in particular, and, yeah, Japanese mythology as well, then yes, they can disappear. But, other than that, outside of that, nah. That's where you kind of lose me. Certainly, I lost my body, and of course I won't be able to affect any battles that will happen in the outside world. So all that leaves us is to get along with each other. Ooh, so you're waking up. Fine, we can see each other anytime anyway. Feel blessed that you have a beautiful god dwelling within your heart. God, this is really giving me Yu-Gi-Oh! Tease. It is. And oh God, I keep thinking, what if she fucked him? What if she fucked him? Would a piece of him be inside of her too? That's a good question. If she would have fucked him and he came inside of her, would a piece of Yuki be inside of Kisetsu? And if that way, if Yuki died, he would have had a piece of him inside of Kisetsu. These are questions that need answering. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but I mean, it would make sense, right? Could you really call... let me read this again. I'm sorry. Feel blessed that you have a beautiful God dwelling within your heart. Could you really call it a blessing? Actually, this is another good question. Could you call it a blessing? Well, remember what we've seen in series like Yu-Gi-Oh! And also, I'm going to include Boruto in this as well, and Boruto and Naruto, because we've had this kind of situation before. And it can be a blessing and a curse. And if Yuki can tap into Kisetsu's power, it could be very interesting to see what happens. Because remember, she can absorb things. I wonder if this will ultimately lead to curing all the women of their curses. Because he'll be able to absorb the power. Especially with what we saw last chapter, and he was able to like separate the girls from Kisetsu. I wonder if that will come into play at all. That would be very interesting. And what I mean is, return the girls that have transformed back into their human form. That will be very interesting to see. But I feel like this is going to be like a Naruto Kurama / Boruto. Well, we don't know how it's going to work with Boruto Momoshiki. We don't know just yet, but it feels like this is going to be a Boruto Momoshiki kind of thing, in a way. But this is a very interesting. I do like this aspect. I do like that this is coming into play. But remember, she is the weakest out of all of them. But because of her protection that she's giving Yuki, it's going to be a lot harder to kill him because of the extra protection that she's giving him. Another way you can look at this is that this is kind of like an Akotsu Rika situation. You can make that argument too. Especially if she can physically manifest, if Yuki can manage to get her to physically manifest, which I don't think is going to happen, but that would be extremely interesting if he could. But I'm very curious what you guys think. What do you guys think of this whole situation? I'm very happy about this, actually. I'm very happy that this wasn't, or Kisetsu, like, putting her divine spit in his mouth wasn't thrown away. No, I like that we have this. I do. It really just makes me think of the Otsutsuki in particular. And Boruto especially. And yeah, I know it makes me think of Yu-Gi-Oh! But what do you think is going to go down with Kisetsu's powers? I think it's going to amplify Yuki's powers, obviously. And it probably would, because I think before having Kisetsu, having her inside of him, I don't think he would have been strong enough to defeat the gods. I think this is like going to be the best way. This is gonna, not best way. This is gonna help him with defeating the gods of thunder. Oh, damn straight. But remember what I said with the slave sword. Remember what we saw last chapter with how he was able to get the people that were absorbed out of Kisetsu. I think this is going to be what comes into play. And I think that he might be able to return them to their human forms. I think that's a out there. It's a huge like major tinfoil hat theory there, but I really do think that that's gonna be a major thing. But then another question is, as I said at the beginning of this video, how long will it take for, say, the gods of thunder to absorb their victims? Kasetsu is a lot weaker, so it would obviously take her a lot longer. But what about the other ones? They're a lot stronger. God, one would believe that it wouldn't take them as long, but I'm really curious what you guys think. I'm very, very pleased. I'm very pleased with this direction. I can't wait to see where we're gonna go from here direction wise. I can't wait to see where this is gonna take us in the lore, especially in terms of enhancing Yuki's powers. I really hope that I'm right, and this is gonna be going into like a Boruto, more on like the Boruto direction, especially with what we've seen with the karma. If we get like a karma weapon kind of situation going, I'd love to see it. Oh my god, if we get something like a Barian mode that we saw meets with like what we saw with Kawaki's karma weapon. Oh my god, that would be boss. But like a combination of that, but like something different, if that makes sense. Yes. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you guys think. What do you guys think of this situation? Do you guys think this is a curse? I think this is very Naruto / Boruto meets Jujutsu Kaisen realness with like Rika and shit. That's what this is giving me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking so I can keep bringing you more Mato Seihei no slave content. Few ways you can do that: donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.